Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today, I'm going to be showing an Empire on beastmen matchup. And so, this is a fun one for me. Um, and you can see I have an amazing deployment here, right on the edge of this marsh. And you can see my characters are not in the marsh, but they are if they were to attack us here. So definitely a great position here. That's why you need to be aware of these sorts of things. And I'm just going to let it play. You can see a super long battle. I'm going to be coming up here trying to cast some Flock of Doom, but he's going to do a good job of moving out of it pretty quick. And he's immediately going to respond here with a Spirit Leech. And so it's going to be an interesting dynamic. I'm not used to being able, being attacked from such a range with Flock of Doom. So it's definitely going to change my normal dynamic of complete dominance with Flock of Doom. But anyways, you can see here I have a main line of 4 swordsmen, supported by my warrior priest. And to save some money, I have 6 spearmen. No halberdiers, 7 spearmen, sorry. That'll kind of form this box around my 2 handgunners. And instead of a mortar, I have this hammer of witches. And this is a really fun one to bring against the beastmen because it has a huge anti-large bonus. This thing does it has 500 damage when attacking a large target. And so it can decimate Cygors, decimate Minotaurs, Gorbals if they're hit. So definitely I think a fun and unique unit to bring against the beastmen just because they have so many large units. And I have all these spearmen to protect it from Centaurs. And of course, on each flank, I have one of my favorite units in the game, the Empire Knights. Cheap, heavily armored, fun. Some mobility is always good. And I'm going to be moving here, moving around, trying to figure out what to do. Setting up a decent position. And we'll go over this guy's army build. So he's a main line of 5 Ungor spearmen herd with shields. He has a huge hero blob here, Morgar, 2 Gorbals, and a Bray Shaman of Death. So something to watch out for. He has 2 Bestigor herd. He's got 2 Centaurs with great weapons and 1 with throwing axes. Good to see these guys out on the field. You don't see them too much. And you can just see huge main line here, deciding if he wants to come into combat. While I kind of just slowly shift my line to more face in his general direction. I don't think my handgun or my cannon has a target here, but maybe soon. So he's going to start advancing. I definitely don't. You can see here, oh, another Flock of Doom coming off. I'm going to try and pull out before he can cast any sort of spirit leech at me. But I'm going to get some damage started on the Centaurs and on the shields with herd, the Ungor herd with shields. My cannon are going to open fire here and start just doing a ton of damage to these Centaurs. Because of that huge anti-large, these guys count as large, they're going to, every cannon shot is going to take out anything it hits. I don't know, I think it might be an overkill here against the Centaurs because they don't have that much health to begin with, but I'm going to shoot at whatever I can shoot at. He's going to be advancing here towards me. And I'm going to switch my target to the heroes to try and do some damage, and he is going to pull back. He's going to decide this combat is not for him. Oh! Just send the Bray Shaman of Death flying, doing considerable damage here. Missing Morgar, sadly. And he doesn't count as large, so it's not going to be as good against these guys. He's going to move his Bray Shaman back to try and get at my heroes. And I'm going to move them in too close here. Mistake. Extra Spirit Leech damage there. Not what I want to take. But I am going to be getting shots in here. But sadly, they're all going to miss. Ooh, that one's going to hit, taking down to half health. Big old cannonball right here. I'm going to hop in here, try to get a Spirit Leech down, or a Flock of Doom down. Do some damage to those Bestigor herd. Going to do a great job of moving his guys away here and isolating my Flock of Doom. Definitely this guy knows what he's doing. And so we're going to keep jockeying for position here. Neither of us are in range. He's going to pull back. And I think it's probably because of this position I have here being overwhelmingly in my favor. It has a small hill for my handgunners to shoot from. So I am going to move out here to try and give him a reason to come down. Like, hey, so like I'm moving off this and I'm moving to this. Even this is a pretty good position though. But I was worried about moving too fast and leaving my cannon out in nothing land where it can be hit by Centaurs. So I am going to be moving slowly over here to a more even terrain field. But it is going to take a while here. Still just kind of flying around, figuring out what I want to do. He's all the way back here, just chilling, sending his Centaurs out, deciding how he wants to strike at my force. You can see moving just more to the open field where it's even. But again, I don't want to leave my hammer of the witches out nothing this land where it can get murdered. It is a 1200 gold unit, so very valuable, very much in need of protection. And so I think I'm just going to sit here for a bit, rotate. He's going to come into range, so I think I'm going to be taking some pot shots. But it looks like I just don't have a shot. There's a little hill in the way. That is the problem with these kinds of cannons. You can see I'm going to get a Flock of Doom down. He's going to split up like is good. I'm going to keep shooting at these Gorbol, and he's going to start advancing towards me here. Ooh, good hit there on the Bray Shaman. I really need to be targeting these Gorbols, though. Really use that anti-large bonus would be great. And you can see here I'm moving my flying units very far away, trying to keep them in the game as long as possible. Doing a good job here of kind of dodging around with his Gorbols. I'm not going to get any hits. Well, even a glancing shot there did some damage. But really I was hoping he would bring just regular Minotaurs or something. Here he's going to get a Spirit Leech out on my Amber Wizard. And I'm going to drop a Flock of Doom here. Here I'm going to get lucky and catch some of his Centaurs with great weapons. And I don't know if I'm even going to kill any. I killed one there. But I definitely need to get this Amber Wizard out of here. He's taking a lot of damage. You can see his Centaurs on this flank coming up. And I've done considerable damage to this flank, so hopefully I can break through and kind of surround here. You can see here just completely missing with my Hammer of Witches. This is not the best showing, but after this I can kind of take you into a little custom battle and show you how much damage. I think I gave up. I was like, I'm missing. I just need to do some damage to this Bestigor. So sadly, that's what I'm going to do. While I kind of fold in here, he's going to see maybe another Spirit Leech later. Oh, he cast it on this guy. So definitely this Amber Wizard looking terrible. But I'm going to get the Flock of Doom off before I die. He's going to go down, sadly. On my main line, he's going to get a charge off. And my handgunners here are going to start tearing into Gorbol. And I'm going to send my heroes after this really weakened Bray Shaman. While my Spearmen guard my flanks. And I'm pretty confident in my Swordsman ability to get through these Spearmen. You can see doing considerable damage. He's going to come over here, try and stop this hero blob, my flyers, from killing this guy, but he's going to be I'm going to be able to get in there too quick. He's too isolated. My swordsmen here are fighting, and my warrior priest is in the thick of it. This Gorbol is taking some fire. He's down to like 1 health. I'm going to bring my Pegasus in to strike here. He let his Empire Knights catch the Centaurs with throwing axes, so they're actually going to do pretty well. And he's falling back to potentially defend his Bray Shaman of Death. But I'm able to sneak past and get him. And I'm going to try and pull out as quick as possible and try and terrify some of these units. Here, I'm going to miss Micro, and he's going to get a great flank charge on with these Centaur. But I'm going to move up my Spearmen in reserve. I'm You can see just the terror here kicks this side out, and I'm going to start moving down the line with my heroes, keep them away from Gorbull, send a spearman to deal with him instead, and let my handgunners, of course. I don't know if we forgot to bring the the Chaos Spawn staff, but yeah. Here you can see losing to a severely, like that Centaur was like half health when it started the fight. But you can see here, did a good job in terrifying the main line. And just with my hero support here in the middle, did work. You can see these spearmen getting destroyed, but doing their job and letting my handgunners lob in, or my handgunners shoot in. Here he's going to summon his Chaos Spawn to block the charge of my spearmen, and they're going to do great in a battle against spearmen. But once I kill Gorbull, I'm going to shoot at his Chaos Spawn. And at this point I'm worried, because that battle took so long. There's only like a minute left on the timer. So I figured it was going to pop out to a draw here. My Hammer of Witches is going to be firing at these Ungor Spearmen, try and rout them off the field. Luckily that Gorbull is shattered, so I don't have to worry about him, but you can see my handgunners tearing through these Chaos Spawn while I am just blob into this fight. Miss micro there on the Centaurs, he allowed my Empire Knights to catch them. And I'm going to bring these guys over here to try and kill these ones. Because I'm just afraid he's moving his units to the side of the field to avoid, to draw out the time till it draws. Bestigor coming back. Definitely am just rushing Morgor, trying to make him rout so that the rest of the army will rout. And here, army losses, it says, it's going to break these guys and break Morgor. So not a super good showing there of the Hammer of Witches. But I definitely, this is a fun build here. I probably would recommend at least Ungor just Axemen. But definitely I think it's worth the money just to spend the money and buy a main line of Core Herd with shields. They're a very good, very cost-effective unit here, and will tear through swordsmen pretty easily, especially when their morale is above 50%, so they have frenzy. Here, Centaurs with great weapons. Good to see them brought, but they got caught while trying to get at my flying units by my Empire Knights. These Centaurs got decent kills here on Empire Knights, and the Bestigor sadly got terrified before they could do really what they needed to do. Yeah, Brave Shaman of Death actually was a pretty good counter here to the Flock of Doom. He shut down my Amber Wizard, and we kind of traded a 1200 use Amber Wizard for like health off of a couple of these Spear Herds. So who knows who got the better of that engagement. But I definitely had the terrain advantage there and the numbers advantage. Enough Spearmen too to keep his Centaur out of here, which helped neutralize his otherwise really, really powerful Gorbulls. So let's go into custom battle here. I just want to show you real quick what's a this looks like a flat map. So we're going to pop into the Empire. We're going to have a general. We're going to have Hammer of Witches, and we're going to have a Spearman. And over here, we're going to have a Spearman, whatever, a Beast Lord, and a Minotaur. Yeah, whatever. There. So the bar is even. So we're going to start here. And I just want to show you what this Hammer of Witches can do to a Minotaur unit with its anti-large bonus. Great cannon! Very fun, and I think very just, it has a very specific purpose. And then other than that, it's not very good at anything else. So here, yeah, not the best angle here, but we're going to be taking some shots. You can see there, half health. And it's Oh man, just decimated. Like, that is how powerful this thing is. If they, if they bring Minotaurs, they usually won't be as blobbed up as that. But you can just, that's just a demonstration of like, holy crap. Like, it does so much damage. Definitely sends the fight in your favor if you can get a couple of good volleys here on these really expensive Minotaurs. The Hammer of Witches definitely quickly pays for itself. Oh, we're gonna miss there. I think we're near the end of the range. Take out another one. Good stuff. Let's see what it can do here. Probably not much. Oh, it's obstructed. Yeah, that's the problem. Oh man. Let's see if it's gonna get any good flanking shots here. Oh god, the Minotaurs came back. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Oh no. Oh god. This is going poorly. But whatever. You saw what the Hammer Witches did. Oh god, it's just devastating. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Shoot him. Oh no. Ah, there we go. We pulled it out. Just barely. But anyways, yeah, that was just kind of a demonstration there to show the power of the Hammer of Witches. Because if you go down here, it's 330 armor piercing damage, 150 regular damage, so that's 480 something, 406, 7, yeah, 480 plus the 100, so it's 580 damage. And so it can kill almost anything on the first hit. And it has magical attacks. So definitely fun unit to bring in very specific circumstances. Really great stuff, because if you hop over here, you see 380 damage. So a ton more damage on the Hammer of Witches. Anyways, thanks for watching, and that's that.